Once upon a time, in a small village nestled at the edge of a thick forest in India, there lived a poor farmer named Ramu. He owned 2 cows, Gauri and Kamla. These cows were not just animals to him. They were like family. Every morning, Ramu would wake up before sunrise, feed them fresh grass, and talk to them as if they understood every word he said. Gauri was a beautiful white cow with gentle eyes. She was calm and peaceful. Kamla was brown with black spots. She was strong and healthy. Both cows gave enough milk for Ramu to sell in the village market. The money he earned helped him take care of his old mother and his 2 young children. Life was simple but happy. Ramu worked hard in his small field during the day. His children played near the house. His mother cooked food on the clay stove, and the 2 cows grazed peacefully in the meadow behind their home. One day, dark clouds covered the sky. Thunder roared like angry drums. Rain poured down so heavily that the rivers began to overflow. The village had not seen such rain in many years. Water started entering the homes. People ran to higher ground with whatever they could carry. Ramu quickly took his mother and children to a safe place on the hilltop, where other villagers had gathered. But in all the confusion and panic, he forgot about Gauri and Kamla. When he remembered them, his heart sank. He ran back toward his house, but the flood water was already waist deep. The current was too strong. The villagers held him back. "You will die if you go there now," they shouted. Ramu stood there helplessly, tears mixing with the rain on his face. He could do nothing but pray that his beloved cows would survive. The rain continued for 2 days. When it finally stopped, the water slowly began to recede. Ramu rushed back to his home. His house was damaged. The walls were cracked. The roof had collapsed in one corner. But he didn't care about the house. He looked for Gauri and Kamla. He found them standing in the flooded meadow, wet and trembling. But they were alive! Ramu ran to them and hugged them, crying with relief. The cows were weak and scared, but they had survived the terrible flood. Days passed. Ramu repaired his house slowly. He worked extra hours in other people's fields to earn money. Life was harder now, but he was grateful that his family and his cows were safe. However, something strange began to happen. Gauri, the white cow, slowly returned to her normal self. She started eating properly again. She grazed in the meadow. She gave milk. She seemed to have moved on from the frightening experience of the flood. But Kamla was different. Kamla stopped eating properly. Whenever dark clouds appeared in the sky, she would start trembling. Even the sound of heavy rain on the roof would make her panic. She would moo loudly and try to break free from her rope. Her eyes would fill with fear. She stopped giving milk. Her body became weaker day by day. Ramu was worried. He tried everything. He brought the sweetest grass for her. He spoke to her gently. He even called the village veterinarian, but nothing worked. Kamla was trapped in the memory of that terrible day. She could not forget the flood. She could not let go of her fear. One evening, an old wandering monk came to the village. He had a long white beard and wore simple orange robes. He walked with a wooden stick and carried a small cloth bag. The monk was known for his wisdom. People said he understood not just humans, but animals too. Ramu heard about the monk and went to meet him. He told him everything about Kamla and her condition. The monk listened carefully. Then he smiled and said, "Take me to your cows." Ramu brought the monk to the meadow. The monk observed both cows for a long time. He watched how Gauri ate peacefully, but Kamla stood in the corner, nervous and alert. Finally, the monk spoke. "I understand the problem now. Come, sit with me, Ramu. Let me tell you what I see." They sat under a large banyan tree. The monk began to explain. "Both your cows experienced the same flood. Both were equally scared. Both thought they might die. But look at them now. Gauri has moved on. She lives in the present moment. She enjoys the grass, the sunshine, and the cool breeze. But Kamla is still living in that flood. In her mind, the flood never ended. Every day, she relives that fear. She is a prisoner of her past." Ramu nodded sadly. But what can I do? She is just an animal. I cannot explain to her that the danger is gone. The monk smiled. You are right. You cannot explain it with words. But you can help her with patience and love. You must create new memories for her. Happy memories. Memories so strong and beautiful that they slowly replace the dark ones. How do I do that? Ramu asked. Spend time with Kamla every day, the monk said. Not just to feed her, but to be with her. Sing to her. Walk with her in new places. Let her see that the world is still beautiful. Take her to the riverbank when it is calm. Let her drink the sweet water. Take her to the green fields where flowers bloom. Slowly, her mind will understand that life is safe again. She needs to learn to trust the present moment, just like Gauri has done. Ramu listened carefully. He thanked the monk with folded hands. From that day, Ramu changed his routine. Every morning after his work, he would spend extra time with Kamla. He would gently brush her coat. He would sing old village songs his mother had taught him. He took her to different parts of the forest, where the grass was fresh and the scenery was peaceful. At first, Kamla was still nervous. But slowly, day by day, something began to change. She started eating a little more. She stopped trembling as much when the clouds gathered. Ramu never gave up. He continued his patient care with love. Months passed. One morning, Ramu noticed something wonderful. Kamla was grazing peacefully next to Gauri. When a light rain started to fall, Kamla looked up at the sky but did not panic. She simply continued eating. Ramu's heart filled with joy. Tears came to his eyes. Kamla had finally let go of the past. That evening, as the sun set over the village, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Ramu sat under the banyan tree with his 2 cows resting nearby. He thought about what the monk had taught him. He realized that the lesson was not just for Kamla. It was for him too. It was for everyone. Life brings storms. Life brings floods. Life brings pain and fear. But if we hold on to those painful memories, if we live in the past, we become prisoners. We stop living. We stop experiencing the beauty that surrounds us every day. The past cannot be changed. But the present moment is a gift. And the future is built by how we choose to live today. Ramu smiled and whispered to his cows, "Thank you for teaching me this, my dear friends." From that day forward, whenever villagers faced difficulties and struggled to move forward, Ramu would tell them the story of his 2 cows, the story of Gauri who lived in the present, and Kamla who learned to let go of the past. And the village learned that the greatest freedom in life is the freedom to release what has already gone and embrace what is here now.